I went to say one of the ways we deal with it is auto-tune. Well, actually, that was flippant, but it kind of is. We do, deal with inaccuracy of pitch in studio with auto-tune. And on one level, there's nothing wrong with that because, everyone's doing it. But sometimes I listen to myself and go, what?
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
I want to ask more about pitch and what's the really best way to deal with it. Thanks very much and keep up the great work. The best way to deal with pitch is to not focus on it. Certainly in the first instance. When we focus in on pitch, you are almost certainly going to realize just how inaccurate your biological instrument is by nature. And there is nothing wrong with that. Mine is, everyone else in the chat is, every other human being on the planet has a wonderfully imperfect biological instrument. Inaccuracy of pitch is a part of that pitcher. So one of the challenges when we think about pitch is we zone in on just simply what we're hearing. That is the product. And in zoning in and focusing on the product, we actually forget to fix the process. And so when I say the best thing to do is to not focus on the pitch, that's not to say we can't look to develop and improve our pitch accuracy. Why did I say it like that? Accuracy. Oh dear. So sometimes what we're best to do is to not focus on the pitch accuracy. That's how I would normally say pitch accuracy, not accuracy. Pitch accuracy. The best way to focus on that is to actually look at, okay, what am I doing in the production of that note? So where you sing the note in your voice is going to be a thing. The vowel on which that note is being created is going to have an implication on the way you are shaping the note. So the tonal pitching, we can drag the tone flat, if our vowel is not being well shaped. Now this has then got to be in accordance with the style of singing that you are doing. And then we've got to think about, okay, well, what am I doing with my air? Am I supplying the right amount of air when it comes to that note with that vowel in that style? And as we manage the air, we then want to manage our tension, because at certain points, our body has a tendency to want to get all tight and constricted and gather tension. And so learning to manage that, all of that goes towards how you then deliver a note and how accurately on pitch you deliver it. The challenge is when we then start, having to sing a whole heap of notes strung together, a melody, and move the voice accurately from note to note. Because then, when we add lyric, we're not only singing it on a single vowel, we've got a variety of vowels, we've got a variety of notes that are sitting in a variety of places across the voice. You can see why learning to sing and developing your voice is quite a challenge, because this is not easy to learn to do well. And so all of these things are what factor in to the way you ask the question, what's the really best way to deal with it? So one of the ways that we really deal with it, I went to say one of the ways we deal with it is auto-tune. Well, actually, that was flippant, but it kind of is. We do, deal with inaccuracy of pitch in studio with auto-tune. And on one level, there's nothing wrong with that because, everyone's doing it. But as far as the acoustic development of your voice, we drill notes. And this is where the benefit of working with a vocal system like Voice Essentials is so important, because it empowers you, it gives you the system, the method to actually drill notes, which in turn improves your pitch accuracy if you are at the same time focusing on the process, not simply the product. And so, for example, in the first 10, 15 lessons with a new student, I very rarely will zone in on pitch. Why? Because I know when we are able to workshop a whole range of other issues like we've just been talking about, breath, tension, vowel, resonance, when I'm able to help the singer develop more efficiencies into their sound production, pitch naturally, of its own accord, starts to improve. Now, that is not to say that I never focus or zone in on pitch, but it comes later in the process.